Israeli forces intensified their operations in central and southern Gaza on Thursday, clashing with Hamas, and this escalation follows President Joe Biden's call for a truce and hostage release, with the White House stressing the urgency before the upcoming Cairo talks. Meanwhile, the IDF has conducted extensive airstrikes against Hezbollah sites in southern Lebanon amid escalating violence.
Israeli forces pressed deeper into areas of the central and southern Gaza Strip as they battled Hamas fighters on Thursday. This escalation came shortly after US President Joe Biden urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to finalize a truce and hostage release deal. The White House emphasized the need to resolve issues before upcoming Cairo talks with the US, Israeli, Egyptian and Qatari negotiators. This follows US Secretary of State Antony Blinken's recent visit to the region. The IDF said on Thursday that it carried out extensive airstrikes against Hezbollah terror group sites in southern Lebanon overnight, as the spiraling violence between the two sides showed no signs of losing momentum. On Wednesday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant declared Israel's readiness against threats during their respective visits to northern Israel and the Gaza Strip. During his visit to the Ramat David Air Force Base in the north, Netanyahu said the military were ready to meet any scenario defensively and offensively.
I am here at an Air Force base to closely observe our preparations against threats both near and far. We are prepared for any scenario both defensively and offensively.
Meanwhile, the displaced Palestinians in central Gaza are on the move again after the Israeli military issued new evacuation orders for Deir al-Balah, citing safety concerns.
Over the past days, new evacuation orders have been issued, affecting over 100,000 people that have been pushed out now of Khan Yunis and Deir al-Balah area. They're on the move with the few belongings that they have, looking for somewhere where they can put up their temporary shelters.
At the Democratic National Convention in Chicago on Wednesday, a mother of US-Israeli hostage Hirsch Goldberg-Polin, held in Gaza, broke in tears as she and her husband made an emotional plea for a ceasefire deal.
At this moment, 109 treasured human beings are being held hostage by Hamas in Gaza. They are Christians, Jews, Muslims, Hindus, and Buddhists. They are from 23 different countries. The youngest hostage is a 1-year-old red-headed baby boy, and the oldest is an 86-year-old mustachioed grandpa. Among the hostages are 8 American citizens. One of those Americans is our only son. His name is Hirsch.
With the international community, including the United States, pressing for a resolution, the situation in Gaza remains critical with ongoing military actions and humanitarian challenges. Meanwhile, escalating violence between Israel and Hezbollah has complicated the broader conflict. Bureau Report, DD India.